Hello and welcome to the channel, BOBSALES, this time's next year. So I'm sorry about the hiatus guys, I have been ill. I do think I picked up a slight bit of COVID, a slight bit of something from the London decon. But I am going to be back, making more videos. But I was just waiting for my voice to recover. I did actually have one made for the Aladdin lamp and everything to go with that. It was actually really good, I put a lot of details into that. But I didn't get around to putting the voiceover onto it. So with that being said, I am back, I am glad to be back, and my voice is starting to sound better. So hopefully we'll go on from here. So anyway, let's get on to the video and we'll see what's been going on in the VeVe universe, the VeVe world, the VeVe community. So before I start the video, I would actually like to say a quick shout out to the Superstar Money Boys and Picasso21. Now I did get myself some Superstar Juju and I did actually win a free NFT from this competition itself. So I'm really happy with that. And I actually won one last week and I was going to put it in a video last week. But as I said, my voice was not healed, so I could not do the video. So as you can see by the screen, please follow both these accounts and obviously enter the competition yourself. You could get some Juju yourself, you could get a free NFT, and these are really nice NFTs. As I say, if I do win a third, I definitely will give it away on my channel, that's for sure. And speaking of giveaways, I think we actually have one here to do. So yeah, as I say, quick thank you to the guys, quick thank you to Superstar Money and the artist himself. As I say, if you do want a shot to win one of these, just follow the two Twitter accounts. All you need is a normal standard wallet, what you'd use on OpenSea and MetaMask. So that is all you need to enter this competition. And let's face it, you can get some Juju. So we do actually have some Thumbs Pokemon cards to give away. So let's get that done now. So I've actually only had 4 entries in this one again. So we'll spin the wheel and see how we get on. So congratulations Luke, the first 2 go to you mate. And I've actually met Luke, I only met him briefly. Hopefully next time I'll catch up with you more. But yes, please inbox me to BOBSALES123 on Twitter and I'll get them sent over to you right away. But we do have a couple more to give away, so I am going to spin the wheel again. So with that being said, let's spin the wheel. So congratulations, Bounty Yo, and I have no idea if I've just cremated that name whatsoever, but congratulations, you have won 2 of the Thumbs Pokemon cards too. So if you could do the same, I'll put the link at the side of this video right now for you. So that's giveaways done for another video. Next giveaway, I think I'm going to give away a DC Batman car, a diecast vehicle. Really nice giveaway, them ones. I actually have some spares, some doubles from my own collection, because I've actually just recently brought more. I don't know if you follow my Twitter, but if you do, I normally post actual BOBSALES stuff on there, so you'll actually see some of that. But yeah, I'm going to start giving away some of these DC Batman cars. So if you like DC and you like your Batman cars, which you probably do because you're into VeVe NFTs, stay tuned and keep an eye out for them giveaways. But anyway, with that being said, let's get into some VeVe stuff. Let's get into some VeVe prices. Let's get on with what's going on with the VeVe world today. So I think first thing we'll talk about is the brief Golden Moments finale. So as I said, I did actually have a video on this, but I didn't get time to do the voiceover, so I won't go over it too much. But I just wanted to state that there might be a third wish. So you know me, I don't believe in utility. I don't believe in the VeVeverse, not for at least another 10 years yet. On the other hand, I do believe in this third wish. Now we do know that VeVe do follow a lot of what the content creators do, a lot of what the YouTubers put out. They also are very prevalent in the Twitter spaces and they do listen to the community a lot. If the community keeps shouting for a third wish, I believe we are going to get the third wish. Now I must say, for 40 gems, for a D, for a lamp, and a whitelist code, that's already a bargain right there already. But we never know with VeVe, they do listen to the community, they do listen to what's going on in the spaces. So I do actually think if people keep pushing it, we will get a third wish. Now I must say, I did expect the lamp to get dropped straight after, and it actually done really well. It actually sat for around 200 to 250. Now currently the prices are not doing so great. So the prices right now for the lamp itself are 70 gems. But that's still double your investment just off the first item. So you really cannot complain about this drop whatsoever. And the drop was really unique and it was a great way to end the golden moments. Now I must say with the D was going to be more sought after than the lamp. Just for the fact that it was a Disney D. In the style of Walt Disney himself. Well, they say that, but in older versions, it's not really the style. But in more recent versions, in later signatures of Walt, this was the style. But either or, the D's definitely worth more than the lamp. But could we get the third wish? So one of the things we should probably talk about is the Mickey Sorcerer Apprentice itself. Now taking a look at the drop itself, there is quite a few additions. The different thing about this one is the uncommon being the sound effects, the animated one, and yes, we still have no water right now, and I'm pretty sure there should be water. The animation itself looks like there definitely should be water jumping up, and the cartoon itself, the water's actually jumping out of the water, so I'm sure the water's going to be changed at some point. So currently with this one, the uncommon's selling at 54, so that's 5 gems under drop price already, and that is the animated one. But the animation has let it down with the water. Now the secret rare, because of the rare edition sizes themselves, it has actually held its value. It's actually sitting at 217 right now. So it has actually done better than the uncommon, which is the animated one. And of course you got the ultra rare sitting at 35 gems. So I have actually tried to use the superstar money sheet for this. I think the premise is the same, so it could have worked correctly, it might not have, but it definitely gives you an idea. So according to the spreadsheet itself, you've got 17% chance of making the gain of $143. Right now, the uncommon's sitting just under box price, and obviously the ultra rare is sitting under box price. Now, obviously this don't take into place mints and stuff like that, but it's definitely a good gauge on this. I didn't get the lamp, I didn't get the D, and I didn't get the redeem code. But I think if I had the redeem code, I think I'd go for it. I think it's 1 out of 3 chances right now. So the other topic I have kind of been avoiding because I've not been that bullish on is the one-of-one auctions. Now I must say with the first one-on-one auction, the David Warhol, it was quite unique. It was a special opportunity. There was obviously the whole dinner with David thing included, and maybe Ron as well himself. So it was definitely a unique drop, which I think VeVe are trying to do more and more recently. As we all know by now, this was brought by Dr. Profit for 28,000, which is a lot of money for an NFT, a lot of money. But it is a one-of-one, and it is David Warhol, as we can call it. So it's definitely a unique piece. As I say, there was the time with the dinner as well. And the other thing with this one is the artist has done really well in VeVe. Most of the serial killer stuff and the Ron English stuff has done quite well over the last year. I mean, some of the serial killer stuff was well sought after when I come into app at first. Really, really sought after. And of course, he's had the airdrops and loads of other things. Now, I get VeVe trying to conquer all markets right now. They're trying to put things at all values. Definitely keep things interesting. You've also got to exclude a lot of people, a lot of your fan base right now. The other thing we are noticing is they have released a lot more of these recently. So the one-of-one is starting to turn into 10-of-1. Now, I think it being the one-of-one was the selling point here. But now we're starting to have multiple one-on-ones. It's starting to devalue the other one-on-ones in my belief. Now, as I say, Dr. Profit has brought quite a few of these. But how many more will he keep buying? You can definitely see a trend in the community. People starting to get a little bit fed up that can't afford the one-on-ones. So VeVe, do not exclude. It was special at first, but it's becoming tiresome, judging by some sentiments in the community anyway. And of course, while we're on the subject of one-on-ones, we have to talk about the new Baseman's one-on-one. As I say, we have actually seen Baseman before in the app, and his stuff does not do as well as the Wrong English stuff on the app. So taking that into account, we have got some key points again. There is obviously a dinner again with David Yu and the artist himself. Catches, it has to be in Los Angeles, and it has to be around the Decon event. Now I'll tell you, one of the thoughts this does give me is people paying a lot of money to get this dinner with David, in my opinion. But you could have done what I had done. You could have went to the UK Decon and you could have got some time with David. Anaheim's going to be a bit more crazier, so whether or not you're going to be able to get as close as we did in Decon, I think not. So that was definitely one plus with the UK Decon. Of course, back to the NFT. Now that dinner is for you and 3 friends if you want. The other thing I noticed about this drop is it is the lowest price one-of-one so far. So this one starts at a bid price of 1,000 gems. Now, as I say, we all know the Baseman drops. We all know Toby and the curse itself. Will the Toby curse pass on to this? I think without the David dinner, I think without all that utility and all that sort of stuff, I think this might have struggled to sell. I hate to say it, but I think it might have struggled to sell just because of sentiment with Toby. At some point, I can say the community saying, no, we don't want the one-of-one. And I must say, if it's going to be any, it's going to be the Baseman. I think the only thing I would add to that is you do get the physical version, you do get the physical copy. So that does help this from going under, in my belief. So one of the other things we should probably talk about is the young Warhol. So this is actually the original airdrop, the first airdrop, forbidden on the first piece. Now, as you all know, if you bid $1 on this, you actually got the airdrop. I didn't do that myself. I don't know why. I did have a feeling to do that myself, and then I forgot about it. So right now, the price is sitting at 60 gems, and I think that's rather low. I get this was an airdrop, so it was free to whoever received it. So this is essentially free money. At the same time, right now there's 300 on the market, just under. So this could go up on value, and I do think this will go up in value. Now, I think if this was a young David Warhol, as the one of one was, but like an adult version, I think that would have sold better. That definitely would have done better. And I would have thought that would have been more ideal for this. Now, I don't know whether you know a lot about Andy Warhol himself, but he's actually a pretty strange guy. Now, I don't know the guy in real life. From what I hear, from what we know about Andy Warhol, he's a bit of a strange, introverted guy. I don't know, there's just something about this drop that just gives me the creeps. I don't know whether it's Warhol himself or the actual drop, the picture itself. But with that being said, I do think for 60 gems, there could be some gems to be made here. But because of the vibes Andy Warhol gives me himself, I really don't want to go anywhere near this drop. So I'll probably just avoid it. And one of my other things about this drop is there's only 291 editions listed right now. And I'm pretty sure David said there was over 2,000 bids for the first one. So if that is the case, there's a lot more of these to come on the market yet. So the price could still go down yet. Maybe buying right now would not be the best idea. Maybe wait a day or two for all the codes to get released, all the airdrops to get done. Now, I would have thought they were all done at the same time. But judging by the editions, only 291 editions for sale right now. I think there's definitely more to be listed yet. So as I say, if you are one of the names that won the competition today for the Pokemon Thumbs cards, then please inbox me on Twitter with your account, with your details, with your address and everything else that goes with it, please. Now, if you'd like to win some of these diecast Batman cards, enter for the next competition. All you have to do is comment under the video, I'm Batman. So as always, I've been your host, BOBSALES. This time next year, we will be millionaires. A peace.